Good afternoon, First Baptist Church family and Good News Baptist Church family. It's Pastor Gary, and it's time for Take 5. I continue just to contemplate some of the things from the message on Sunday, some of those actions that would incorporate what we learned about how we need to think as believers in Jesus Christ to promote unity and to find joy in our lives. And the third command that Paul gave us in this passage of Philippians chapter 1, verses 27 to 30 was, he told us to strive together with one mind. He really uses the word soul in this context. And the idea of this picture is just so relevant. You know, as you stop and think about it, this picture is a picture of athletes that are striving together. And that was so different than maybe sports in that time of life in the Greek and the Roman world, where sports were mainly individual contests. Wrestling and boxing and the javelin and the discus, one-on-one competitions and races where it would be one person against another. And Paul says, just stop and think about that passion that those athletes have. And I want you to take that passion, that striving for the goal, that passion that you have for that prize. And I want you to take that, and I want you not only to strive as one, but I want you to strive together. And Paul just uses that word and he makes it clear. He says, I want you to strive together as a team of athletes. And I want to challenge us in the Church of Jesus Christ. Often our striving is very, very singular. It's just about what do I want and what do I think I need or what I think we should do. But I'm not thinking so much about the team. I'm thinking about me. And I'm not going to be successful. And we illustrated that on Sunday as we thought about a football team, how it takes 11 people pulling together for a person to score a touchdown, to gain yardage, to protect the quarterback. And it's true in every sport. You could think about all the other sports. Very few team sports can do it successfully on one man. And there's some great athletes in our world. We think of Lionel Messi with Barcelona. We think of Cristiano Ronaldo with Real Madrid, and we think of many other super players, but they're only great players because their team strives together to get them the ball that they can score, to do the things necessary so that we can accomplish the goal of winning the game. Well, folks, in the Church of Jesus Christ, if we don't strive together, we're not going to accomplish the goal that God has set us out to do, which is to go out and to make disciples of Jesus Christ, faithful followers. God wants us to strive together as athletes, disciplined, passionate, hardworking, but most of all, unified in their purpose and unified in their plan. And I just want to encourage us as we stop and we think about that. How do we do that? Because it's such a struggle. And the Apostle Paul talked a little bit about having this singleness of mind in the book of Colossians chapter 3. And after the Apostle Paul, he said these words in verse 5. He said, we need to put to death in our members the things that are on earth. And he talks about some of the terrible sins that we would all agree with, like fornication, uncleanness, passion, evil desire, covetousness, which is idolatry. But then he moves to these other sins that we struggle with as well, right? And he says, because of these things, the wrath of God is coming upon the sons of disobedience. And he wants us to have just a focus where we put to death those things that divide us, those problems that we struggle with, those issues. And he wants us to strive together like athletes. And I just want to challenge you today, just want to ask the question, what are some of the things that you struggle with? Be it in the Church of Christ, be it in your family. Where do you struggle to strive together? Why does it seem like it has to be an individual goal or an individual battle just for you? Because God wants us to strive together as a team of athletes, believers in the Church of Christ. So I hope that challenges your thinking. I hope you think deeply about that striving together. And I look forward to seeing you again on Take 5.